syndrome, I'm apologizing. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I'm apologizing because in a year of so many great video games, could be the greatest year of all time for video games, draft your tweets, I'm recommending 4 more! As if you didn't already have enough to play, to watch, to read, to consume, here are 4 more hidden gems. We're getting down to business quick. The first game on the list, The Mummy Demastered. The Mummy, I love mummies. Ancient Egyptian tombs and Anubises and mummification. It's just really awesome, a really cool mythology. And this game actually ties directly into the Tom Cruise reboot that was very divisive when it came out. I actually didn't get a chance to see it, but this game made me immediately want to. So this is from WayForward, and it is a full retro Metroidvania game. So if you are craving that kind of game, you know, if you didn't get your fix with Metroid earlier in the year, or if you just want more Metroidvania goodness, I highly recommend The Mummy Demastered. It's got an awesome soundtrack, good weapons. The shotgun could use a little work. Not really feeling it that much in this game, but that's fine, because there's so much other great weapons in the game and hidden powers for you to discover. And Academy Award winner Russell Crowe is in the game. Production values. All right, next on the list. So that's a little short one. We're gonna go with a long one here. We're gonna go with one that is a big time investment, but it's worth it. Battle Chasers Night War. So a quick little history lesson on Battle Chasers. It's a comic book series that debuted in 1998, so nearly 20 years ago, and there were only 10 issues. It's one of those Firefly Serenity situations where, you know, it didn't work out for Battle Chasers. They just ended on a cliffhanger pretty much. We never got to see what happened next. I had never read the comic book, so I went on Google Play and got the entire thing for $2. $2 for the entire series. Played or read that, then immediately hopped into the game, which takes place a couple years after. So right when you start this game, if you take the time to read the comic books, you're already invested, you're already attached. It's just a really cool situation to be in, you know, reading the comics and then immediately going into the game, seeing the characters, you know, being a part of the world, seeing what happens next after the comics is really cool. And this game is great. It is a turn-based RPG. Pretty grindy though, so be prepared, you know, 25 battles or more to level up. Gets really intense, but you really feel the impact of the hits in this game, which I love. You've got your big war golem and your Yogala style mage. The combat is really sick. There's some towns. You don't get to go in the buildings. It's kind of like an overworld, but what really stands out are the visuals and the battle system. So if you're looking for something turn-based, this is the one. All right, the next one, please don't judge me, okay? No judgment. Cat Quest. Cat Quest used to be a mobile game. Now it's on PS4 and Switch. It's jolly. It is so jolly. Look at these visuals. Just look at these beautiful, jolly, colorful, vibrant visuals. This game is a delight to play. For all you PS4 trophy hunters out there, pretty easy platinum. I got too much to play, so I didn't go for it. But for a lot of you out there that love those platinums, it's a pretty easy one. But this game is really cool. There's side quests. You know, there's a lot of cat puns. The combat is pretty simple, but you really got to pay attention or else you'll die in like 3 hits. And you know, without giving away any spoilers, this game will surprise you. That's all I gotta say. Emotions. You will be surprised. Last on the list. A sequel called Hand of Fate 2. I like cards. I like card games. I like crazy, no, that's a lie. I don't like magicians. Ranged filth, magic. Hand of Fate 2 improves upon every element of the first game. Everything. Oh my goodness. So Hand of Fate, if you're new to it, you accumulate cards to take on the dealer, mano a mano in a showdown. You bring some cards to the table, he brings some cards to the table, you shuffle them all up, and go through the board one card at a time. You have, you can bring food on the journey, coins. Remember, every stage is self-contained. So you can bring food, because as you travel, it costs food. And if you run out of food, you start losing health. There's coins where you can use to, pay people off or buy supplies at shops. And when you get into combat, it actually goes into third person. You transport into the card. It's all very Star Wars hyperdrive, hyperspace, whatever. Speed of light. What does he say? The hyperdrive, Chewie, light speed to light speed. Why am I freaking out about this? I don't know. Sidetracked. What is happening? Hand of Fate 2. What is beautiful about this sequel though is in the first game, it was pretty much get to the end of, the stage. Just, travel, get through. Hand of Fate 2 has different scenarios for each stage. It is so good. So there's one where you have to recover artifacts and it is just a massive game board. Or there's another one when a giant ogre curses you and leaves you for dead and you only have 10 health and food doesn't recover health, so you have to break the curse. There's another one where you have to find out who the murderer is and you have to investigate and find clues. It's just expanded in every single possible way. Hand of Fate 2, check it out. So that's it for the episode. I know you have so many video games to play. I'm sorry for throwing more onto you. There's just too many in 2017, it's crazy. But if you want to talk about some of these games, Saturday, 11 a.m., Talking Syndrome. We're gonna sit down on twitch.tv. We're gonna talk it out, talk about some games. And stay tuned for next week as we begin the road to PSX.
It's time for the syndrome.
It's pretty easy to change my mind about things, and one of those things I've changed my mind about is trailers. I used to be media blackout. No more! Jump on the zeitgeist, jump on the hype train, watch the Avengers Infinity War trailer to lose sleep until May 4th.